Hey, yo. How's it going, everyone? Welcome, streamers, gamers, and dreamers. For those that don't know me, my name is MerdreaStar. Hey, what is going on? Welcome. I'm super excited. Of course, another episode of our Playmakers and Shakers. This is where we get a chance to interview game developers while playing their own games. A chance to learn about a day in the life of a game developer. Check out some behind the scene concepts and get more in depth with the creative and the technical process and aspect of it. So I'm super excited to share with y'all tonight. We are gonna be featuring Gravity Break, and we have Bakspace that will be joining us. This is our third episode. We're in our third episode. I got a chance, an opportunity to voice for one of the characters in this game. So we are debuting it tonight. I didn't really get a chance to hear it in game and in action, so you and I are gonna be doing this together, and yeah, I'm really excited. I play a role of a space mice. Space mouse? A space mice? Right? Singular. My name, or the name of the character is Bilby. Our new segment for Playmakers and Shakers is basically the playmakers, or the game developers, the creative folks that bring the games to life, and the shakers are us, you know, the players, and who brings like the energy and feedback and visibility to, you know, those games. So we're the one that kind of shake things up a bit, and you know, shaping how folks really experience them in the gaming community. So I really want to encourage y'all, with that said, to ask questions, share your thoughts. Please give feedback. Our game developer took their time, of course, to be here tonight, so we want to show them the love. I'm just like super excited. I know this is very new to all of us for this type of content, but you know, I see Playmakers and Shakers to be like a place where, you know, we can find some gems, you know, games that you wouldn't per se normally, you know, stumble on your own. You know, some solo and indie dev games, you know, folks that are passionate about you know, their own projects, of course, to possibly some AA to AAA games too. So fun games and unconventional, weird games, maybe some offbeat games, just any games. You know, I'm able to find a place here, I feel, to share, I believe, on it. This is the trailer, yes. Here you go. Here we go, yo. That's I'm gonna read the description. This is an elegant top-down space simulator. Get rich by trading cheese, y'all. Cheese. Upgrade your rocket and discover how to make an impact on the solar system. Feel the tug of gravity as you slingshot around planets. Figure out the best trades and taste like cheesy soup of gravity break. So long and thanks for all the cheese is how it starts off. Is explore the solar system and get rich in cheese. Play with the orbital mechanics. Feel the rocket equation as you lift off. Do slingshots and avoid astro in orbit and buy laser to fight back against Captain Croissant. In the final game, you will encounter a post-apocalyptic solar system where mice have merged with an AI to spread the life across the universe. You are one of that last surviving humans and venture forth as a lonely cheese courier, making a buck by helping colonies develop across the planet and moons. All right, y'all. The core of the gameplay is centered around moving heavy resources between planets in a 3D rendered 2D environment. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm really excited to show y'all. Governed by simulated physics and economy, in this demo, all you get to trade is cheese and minerals. But the first element of the larger game loop is beginning to emerge. Right? Rockets are trying to escape the tug of Earth's gravity. Maybe you can help them reach the moon? Question mark. Minerals in the mind can be mined in astral fields, and it could be in a nice way to be build up colonies. We are interviewing Bakspace of Gravity Break tonight. We're gonna be learning about physics, trading, exploration. We're gonna avoid lasers. Hey, there we go.
Yay!
Hi.
Hey, hey. Awesome. Nice
Perfect.
to be here. Really nice setup you've got going.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, I brought it, I have a guest here. I got to definitely be a good host and put out the cheese plate.
It's beautiful.
Nice. Nice. I'm glad. I'm glad. What's your favorite cheese?
Oh, my favorite cheese. Um, that's a hard one. Right now I'm pretty happy with one called Bilby d'Argental, which is a French cheese, which is like a soft sheep's cheese that is very creamy. But I'm
Ooh.
also happy with the blue cheeses, and there's a Danish one called St. which I haven't had in a while, but I really like that as well.
Wow, those are some fancy cheese. I don't think I can pronounce any of those. They're like soft cheeses then, you would
Yeah,
categorize them?
I like soft cheeses a lot. Yeah, there's also one hard cheese which I really enjoy called the Petit Basque, which is nice, like a round cheese about the size of this. It's really good.
Ah, nice, nice. Very cool. Yeah, I had over the holidays cheese that had like ash in it, some sort of ash or
Mm,
charcoal or something. Or I'm
yeah,
not sure if it's real ash, but it has this darkness
yeah.
to it as well. It's really good. It's delicious.
Yeah, I've had one of those as well, and I've found that if you leave it in your fridge for a week or two, it really enhances the taste of those. Something happens in the chemistry of the cheese, which is just amazing.
Ooh. So why don't we start off by, introducing yourself and where you're from?
Yeah, sure. Well, my name is Kristian Bak. I'm a Danish game developer located in Aarhus, and I've been working on this game as a hobby project for a few years. And right now I'm doing it on the side while doing public development in IT. And yeah, this game is kind of well, I started studying philosophy and digital design at the university, and after my studies, I kept wanting to make games, and I tried to get into the industry and everything. I did land a job with the Institute of Physics and Astronomy, where I got to work with some research physicists on building a game simulating the quantum state of an atom. We were gathering data for an experiment in the basement, and all that was very exciting. I grew up with a dad who was a physicist, and getting to work with physicists doing research was kind of like a dream. So I really delved into making this game the best I could. It was called Quantum Moves, and there was an article in Nature about the research going on, and it was really fun, really exciting to be on that project. But I had a burnout shortly after that, and took a step back from game development as such, except for this private hobby project, where I really just wanted to play with rockets and figure out how to make the solar system fun to dance around with in your rocket ship. So
Wow.
it's a huge driver for me to make movement feel good, and to have like a foundation of something real, tangible. I mean, the actual physics of gravity is well, in the Newtonian simulation I'm doing, it's kind of simple. So it's fun to set up and really fun to explore how to create interesting choices and interesting dynamics for the player to figure out. Um, yeah, I think
Wow.
that's the short version.
So would you say like your dad was kind of like inspired you to pursue a career in game developing, possibly?
Possibly. I mean, yeah. He sat me in front of a computer when I was a year old or something, and I've always played games, as most of us probably have. So it was kind of natural. And he also introduced me to all the, or not the, it's a strange thing, back in the 80s and the beginning of the 90s, the games that were available, it was not as many games, but they felt more obscure. So I played some chess, and I played some Digger, and I played some um, yeah, Wolfenstein when that came out. So yeah, just growing up with games through that was a big part of my upbringing, I think. And also
Wow.
his interest in physics was a big part of it. Not to say that my mother also inspired me. She has been working in I don't know what the English word is, but like food economics. So there's some inspiration from her in the cheese part, you could say.
Ah, nice. Nice. Do you like to cook too then?
Yeah, I do,
Ooh,
absolutely.
nice. Very cool. Tell us a little bit about Gravity Break.
Well, Gravity Break is a game about exploring the solar system and trading cheese, and it's built on a love for physics and for the curiosity that brings people to the forefront of research and all that stuff. And it's heavily inspired by one game I played in my youth called Escape Velocity, which I've later realized was inspired by Elite, which I've also since then played a lot of. And I also, well, for those of you who know video game history, the first dynamic video game I would say is Space War, which is basically two rockets and a simulation of gravity. And I was always driven to explore this interaction with the Newtonian motions. It's kind of a thing to wrap your head around, that when an object is set in motion, it just doesn't stop by itself. So I found that very fun to play around with. Excuse me. Um, and I've I've attempted to build up a game loop that's building upon these dynamics of both the gravitational simulation and also the movements of the planets in the solar system. Yeah, so the space games I grew up with, a lot of them has had this issue with kind of feeling very sparse. I know Elite Dangerous at least has had this critique that it's a mile wide and an inch deep. And I was always a bit curious why people felt that. I mean, I've delved into Elite very deeply, so I feel like it's not completely true. But there's also a lot of just waiting about and not doing much. So what I'm also interested in exploring with my game is how to build up a local fun experience. A lot of space games is just about going out further and further and having a bunch of stars to explore and all sorts of new interesting weird cultures, mechanics, or aliens to find out there. And I want to do a lot of that, but I want to make sure that the experience is fun locally. That it's fun to just fly around. That it's both challenging and interesting, and you get some surprising choices on the yeah in your time with the game. Um, and I think this trade mechanic that has become a big part of Gravity Break um, is also to me important. It's actually what gives me like the probably the mechanic I'm most proud of. I played Kerbal Space Program quite a lot, but I never got to really go out and explore the solar system because it it was more fun to just build a rocket and watch it explode and do that again and again. And once you actually get to space, it's really hard to feel like you're in control, and you spend a lot of time just watching lines change a little bit. And that's really nice, fun, analytical gameplay if you want to go into the hardcore physics. But I wanted to take a step back and just make the feeling of flying a rocket more accessible, available. So the cheese trading is a matter of playing around with the rocket equation, which, as we all know, I guess no, I don't know, but which is a matter of once you put some weight on your rocket, you need some fuel to push that weight up in space, but that fuel also has a weight, so you need more fuel to push that fuel. And the core of that mechanic or that uh, problem is in the game. So when you load up some cheese, you need more fuel, but you need to balance the weight of each to actually push out of gravity. And when you take off from a planet with a heavy load of cheese, you can really feel the gravity, and that's something that's really exciting to me to provide an experience of what the physics actually feel like. And I think that's pretty both important to make available if we're ever going into space for real. But it's also something that just tickles my own curiosity and playful mind, I think.
That's fun. That's gonna be fun. I'm excited to play around and check that out
Yeah.
in real life. What do you do outside work hours that you think makes yourself a better developer?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I think it's important to broaden your horizons and not just play games. I do play a lot of video games, board games, and having a feel for the what's happening in the technology and in the design space of video games is important. But I also feel like it's essential to go out and do something else. So I've taken up rowing,
Ooh.
and that's given me a lot of inspiration for like what the experience of moving out and seeing nature and things like that, how that feels like. I mean, there's inspiration in everything, you know. Um, and yeah, I love cooking, and I love hanging out with my friends and relaxing with all sorts of stuff.
Love
I
that.
I love going to the movies as well. I have this underground cinema in Aarhus where I frequent. I'm from Denmark, and there's a city called Aarhus, right in the middle, the second biggest city of Denmark, um, where I've grown up and where I still live.
Awesome.
Um, and there's this underground cinema is every week showing a new weird, interesting, oftentimes horror movie, and having a. I mean, it's not my kind of style in what I'm making, but having inspiration from surprising angles is always good, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just fun to watch
Yeah.
movies in a basement.
Right. Right. No, that's good. That's good. I mean, pull inspiration from pretty much anywhere.
Mm.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I am curious, what engine did you use to make your game?
I've used Unity pretty much ever since I graduated. So I'm very comfortable with the engine. And even though there was some controversy last year, I think there's probably going to be controversy with every large provider of 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 game engines or software. I've dabbled a little bit in Godot, but it felt like starting over too much, and I didn't really have the energy for it when I found it. So yeah, Unity was my easiest path, and it's really providing everything I need.
How long have you been working on this game?
Yeah,
Gravity Break.
how long? Well, the current demo I've been working on since 23. I started the current Unity project, and that was after scrapping or completing my old prototype demo, which I'd been messing around with for ages. I think my first prototype build was in 2016, where I just had a dot and some lines, and you could control the dot and kind of move around between planets and feel their gravity changing your trajectory. And I kept going with that prototype, just adding small things, changing a little bit here and there. I played the board game Firefly a lot. I still do that. It's a brilliant board game, and I wanted to figure out if there was a way to create a dynamic experience of moving in the black space and encountering various opportunities, and how to build up a game loop foundation for the experience that I'd seen in Firefly. So I was just messing around with that prototype for years and years, and then one of my friends played around with the prototype and landed on a planet, and I just realized there was some fun interaction just uh, going towards this gravity mechanic and building up on that and having a motivation to explore the different planets and how just a simple attraction force parameter changes the experience, and how the movements of the celestial bodies also changes your like topographical understanding of the solar system. There's something really interesting in that. So step by step, I built up a trade system in the prototype, and once I felt like, okay, it's actually fun to play around with the solar system right now. Now I just need to pour in content to make the introduction of these mechanics and the opportunities more apparent. Um, I went in that direction, which resulted in the demo I'm releasing for Next Fest next week. So I'm really
Yay!
excited.
That is awesome. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
been telling people it's the next fest. It's gonna be great.
yeah,
That starts
yeah.
on the 24th, if you guys didn't know, till the 1st. When is it till? The 3rd?
I think that's about right. I can't remember
It's
exactly.
for a week long, I believe.
Yeah,
Starts on Monday, the 21st. So make sure y'all,
Tuesday in Denmark.
yes, make sure y'all check it out. We're gonna have some
Please
amazing
do.
and lovely games being
Yeah.
featured. So heck yeah,
Hmm.
awesome. Do you have a favorite game? I know you say you're playing like board games right now. Do you
Mm.
have like an actual like a favorite game that you play a lot?
Uh, it varies, I have to
Okay.
say, but I
What are you playing right now? What's your favorite right now?
uh well, I think I play quite a lot of Stormgate. Actually, I've been a real-time strategy player for a lot of years, and I've always loved StarCraft. Uh,
Ah, yes.
but it's I became a Diamond 2 Zerg, and the competition even on that level is just excruciating sometimes. So I kind of felt like I needed a break from that. And Stormgate, while it's still a pretty rough product, the controls are really smooth, and I feel like there's a lot of interesting things going on, and it's just fun to learn a new game and understand the mechanics and get a feel for the controls.
Yes.
So I'm having a lot of fun with that
Yes.
currently.
That's that's awesome. Oh, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Hold on.
Do you play strategy games too, or oh,
Check this out. Hold on if I can get it to full cam.
ooh, original battle chess,
Yes, my bad.
nice.
I remember as a kid, that's this. I loved StarCraft.
That's awesome. Yeah, so nice. What did you play?
I played the online games. I played Brood War, so it was like I think a mod. They had it.
Yeah, were you which faction did you main?
I don't even remember. Good question.
No.
All of them.
Yeah, that's the correct answer. They're all good.
Yeah. StarCraft. We got some StarCraft players in there.
Mm,
Nice, nice. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay. Is
absolutely.
that what's your favorite game like growing up? Do you have like a specific game that you were
Well,
like,
yeah, Escape Velocity was my absolute favorite game. I played that for 4 or 5 years, almost exclusively, I think. Um, and it's a pretty obscure one, Escape Velocity, but if you look at it, you can see a lot of inspiration has been brought into Gravity Break. It was it only came out on Mac and was made by a small studio called Ambrosia Software. Um, and
bless you?
the gameplay was just a very simple loop. You start out with a small shuttle, and you can jump between stars and trade stuff, but that wasn't really fun. Instead, you could go out and fight some pirates and upgrade your ship and get into this story of a rebellion and confederation vying for control of the galaxy.
Ah.
And I just I remember I dreamt about buying the next big ship I could afford. It took up all my attention back then.
Oh my goodness. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome.
Mm.
That's awesome. Space war type game. Ooh, right,
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Space War. Also, I mean, Space War was just brilliant back in this time. I think that's from 1962, and I feel like the mechanics of just flying around in gravity has not been explored enough. I know there are some games, Adios, and of course Kerbal Space Program, where it's an integral part of the experience. But the fun dynamics of Space War, I mean, there's a huge design space to explore in that area. So that's what I'm hoping to achieve.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I'm looking at it. The escape velocity game. That's pretty cool.
Mm.
All right. That's cool. All right. Do you want to get into the game now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Let's get it going. Play
Hmm.
the game, y'all.
Let's play the game.
Let's play the game. All right. Yeah, check out the demo. It is out now. And
Hmm.
yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to play. It's gonna
Nice.
be our first
And
time.
I'm
So
gonna be here to help you through it because, yeah, I've seen people get stuck. Yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil anything. Let's get into it. But I'll
okay.
help you if anything pops up.
Okay, cool. And
And this build, I finished this build just last night, so I'm really crossing all my fingers that I caught all the. That, yeah. Okay. I'm really excited. It
yes.
it went well by the end
That's good.
last night.
Good. I'm glad. That's good to hear.
Let's talk about like the background story of the game because it's I mean, building a
Welcome back.
game like I've been doing, I've been focusing mostly on systems, creating systems for gravity and control and trade and everything in between. And to me personally, it was just a matter of just reaching for that childhood dream of really having a feel for flying a spaceship in gravity of the solar system, and I just kept going for that experience. But as I kept on testing, I realized, okay, there's a lot of complexities needed, and I need to motivate people a little bit more. But that's not my first. My first idea for making a game is not it's not telling an explicit story. I kind of want the player to experience their own story and connect the dots themselves. But as stuff kept being added, I mean, I had an intern, Lars Johansen, who made the piece of cheese, which you will see in the game.
Right.
And when I got a piece of cheese in the game, that just kind of took on a life of its own, and the universe kind of got some character that I didn't. I liked it a lot, but I had no idea how it would fit with this. I had this kind of serious idea of a space game with some cute graphics, and then the cheese popped in, and I was like, okay, this is not as serious as I thought it would be, but this is way more fun. And so from that, I kind of built up this idea had been brewing on with like mice connecting with an artificial intelligence after everything has gone to hell on earth, and then these mice and the artificial intelligence are helping each other explore the solar system, and something has happened in the years preceding the game where the artificial intelligences have kind of withdrawn. So right now it's cybernetic mice that are colonizing the planet. There are probably some other mammals out there as well, and I'm not exactly sure about this yet, but I have this idea of like cows having been enhanced with a robotic suit that can automatically milk them, but I don't know
Oh
if
my
that's too.
god.
Yeah, that might be too
I
much.
love it.
So the characters
It's
you'll
very
meet,
quirky.
yeah, the characters you'll meet in the game. There's Ollie, who's the onboard computer of the rocket you find on Earth, and he'll guide you through how the rocket works and push you to go out and start getting rich and start to make a difference in the solar system. And then you'll meet Bilby, who's one of these mice. And Bilby has like a deeper ingrained conflict story with other factions in this solar system. We have Captain Croissant, who's the bad space pirate who wants to steal your cheese, and later on we'll have something with Conchese, who's some kind of uh, yeah kingpin on Mars, and these kinds of conflicts. I'm really looking forward to exploring those more than anything through the systems I already have in place, but also just seeing how these characters come to life in this game world. It's gonna be really fun.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited. Let's Let's get to it.
I just had a question about how did the idea of cheese come about?
Yes.
And well, there's multiple layers on it. The most boring explanation is that I read The Expanse, which is an amazing science fiction series. That's also made a TV series on The Expanse. And in one of the books, there's a note that cheese has become super expensive once you ventured into space because cheese requires a very controlled environment and you can't really grow cheese or make cheese
Ooh.
on a space station because it will contaminate everything and it will the requirements for having human livable environments in space doesn't really fit with the requirements of cheese. But that also made me think that cheese is actually a pretty nice analog for like what life is. We have we have a huge diversity in cheese, which is just based on the different ecological circumstances that you can grow cheese in. If you make a cheese in like a cloister on the side of on the countryside of France, you can't really take that production and move it into a factory in some industrial complex and keep making the same cheese. It requires the correct temperature, dampness, and yeah, and just the mold that is needed for cheese to get the taste it has is pretty sensitive. And that's something that's true for life as well. And one of the greatest strengths of life and human civilization is diversity, just like cheese. So that's the
Yes.
long-winded explanation of why cheese.
Yeah, hard work for the cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I guess the very first question, and I know folks will ask, what would be best to play of this game with a controller or keyboard and mouse?
I would say a controller. I started building it with a keyboard in mind at first, but since then I've built up a pretty nice control scheme for the controller, I think. And it's very simple. You don't need that many buttons, and having the analog buttons is really something that does a lot. I've also been told it works very well on the Steam Deck, and I would love to hear more people tell me if it actually works.
Oh, okay, okay. I think I have one person in our community that owns a Steam Deck that I know of.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. Awesome. I'll ask them.
Yeah.
Play
Nice.
some games with that. That'd be fun. Always wanted a Steam Deck. Any interest in that? In a Steam Deck?
Mhm. Absolutely, I love a Steam Deck as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool.
What Valve is doing is really interesting, and I think
Yes.
building up a Linux-based gaming platform with the Steam OS is a brilliant move. I mean, it's
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've seen a lot of people, I think on planes, that end up bringing a Steam Deck, or where I see it in the wild, I guess, besides like conventions. I've seen them usually in planes, so I guess a lot of people actually use a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
All right, so controller it is. We got a controller here. We're gonna start a new game. Usually what we like to do is I tend to like to check out the settings. So these are the settings
Not
of
much
the
to see, but
game.
sure.
But I love that. I love that. It's simple. That's good. It's just off and on. Simple. Credits. We can look at that later. And then yeah, we'll start a new game. Let's do it.
Yes. So there's a lot of text in the beginning here, and well, I hope to slow it down for the next fest I see. But basically, Ollie will be telling you what's the rocket you're situated in, and then he'll try and motivate you to actually start flying.
Okay.
And I feel like the way I approach games is I just push buttons until I figure out what they do. And having like an explicit button to press is something I've avoided, and I feel like that's actually a nice setting for the player to meet the game. Having to explore even the input schemes they are presented with. So right now, just figure
Okay.
out where the launch button is or where the thrust button is, and just hold it down once you find it.
Okay. T minus 60 seconds. Is it because I'm taking too long? Ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. All right. Whee!
Yeah. You're in space. Okay, you're
Oh,
falling
no,
back.
no,
And that's gravity.
no. The brake. To brake, turn the rocket around and burn in the opposite direction when moving. Hi, how are you? I'm Medieval. Cheers. Welcome in.
That was a nice launch.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, and then you need to avoid these aspects. So good luck controlling your rocket. I know I'm throwing you into the deep end here.
It's so funny because it makes a honking noise.
Yeah.
Like when you hit it.
Yeah, my audio designer Daniel Clifton, he's done a great job. It's really cool with the way the audio has come together.
My life support.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
yeah,
we got. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Yep. We're gonna. I love the sky. It's so pretty. Okay, we made it out of the asteroids. This. Get the signal. Investigate the signal here. Wages and cheese. Have a lot of dust in them, huh? Oh.
Nice.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about this.
Yeah. So I wanted players to be able to like adjust the difficulty for how hard it feels. So I set up a small character selection screen, and it's basically just deciding how much money you want to start out with and how much of a extra help you want to start out with. And to me, the best experience is probably the mostly harmless middle one, but it's fine taking the easy way out, or the easy way, and it's a good way to actually just jump into the game and play around with it.
Okay.
And I also managed to do a system for unlocking the character, the hard character, because I saw a lot of people just going for the hardest difficulty immediately, and you shouldn't do that.
Right.
It's gonna punish you.
Right. And you just not enjoy the game. That's if you go to play the hard right away. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. Well. It seems like people did enjoy the game, but they were also too occupied with just surviving. And there's kind of a lot of mechanics you need to wrap your head around before that.
Okay.
So I feel like setting like a simple first goal to actually unlock that is both a motivation for the players to go further and explore, and also it's the find Raxler task on the padlock is also inspired by Elite. I don't know if other people have played the game, but if you go deep into the lore, there's this mystical place or something called Raxler, which was described in the first game in 1984 in a novel that came out, and the designer David Braben has insisted that Raxler has been in the game from from 1984 up until the current incarnation in Elite Dangerous. And he says people has been close to it, but nobody knows what it is, and that's awesome. So I've put it in the game, and it's pretty easy to find if you ask me.
Right.
And if you find it, you'll unlock the hardest difficulty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is easy. Elon, you grew up happy, comfortable, then cheese started falling from the sky, starting with 10,000 credits, easy battles, more life. Here you have mostly harmless. You, as one of the last remaining humans, you struggle to keep the world from collapsing while everyone else just wants cheese. Start with 2,000 credits and you get more battles. When I play games, I don't do the crazy difficulty. I'm definitely not that person. I do tend to play the game at default at like normal, basically whatever normal is, not per se the easiest and not per se the hardest. So I feel like maybe mostly harmless, the middle section would be where I would like to be. Yeah, let's do that.
That's a good choice. Yes.
Yeah, let's do. Oh,
let's see if you can pick up some cheese.
Cheese time. Oh, cheese.
And okay, you're doing pretty good.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Cases only an idiot will pick the hardest mode first. We just started our demo. We picked out our very first cheese, and yeah, we're roaming around the solar system right now. This is so much fun, and the music, kind of the music theme that you sent me, my brother had said that it reminded him of Maple's story. Like it has this like very calming ness to it. So yeah, it's very nice.
It is. This was a guy called who's named Jorge Lopez who did this after. Well, yeah, we met on like a streamer developer meetup thing, me and you, and Jorge Lopez also, I got put in contact with him through that. So it's just amazing what's happening with the networking community around development, and yeah, it was really nice of him to provide the music.
Oh, that's great. That's good to hear. It's awesome. Yeah, I was gonna ask the music. We have a few musicians here too, so they always love to know how music is implicated in games.
Yeah.
I love that.
I can talk a lot more about the music, but let's get into that.
Yeah,
later.
Let's get into the game. All right, all right, here we go. Investigate a signal here. Oh, I'm riding sideways. Let's go. Like surfing.
Yeah, exactly.
Whee! Oh, I see you, asteroids. Surfing.
Perfect.
Oh. Whoa, what's going on? No. Here we go. It looks like rubies, the asteroids too. I love it. Or sapphire. It looks amazing. Okay. No.
I've been attacked by one of
Oh
goons. I need pickup immediately.
God. That is awesome.
Yay, that's you.
Oh my god. Oh my god, there's a lot of things happening.
Yeah, I know.
What's going on? Okay, cheese. I got the cheese, I'm leaving. Bye.
Yeah. You also got some fuel, so you're moving very fast right now.
I am moving extremely fast. Okay, we'll slow it down. Oh my god, this space. I heard myself.
Yay!
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
So
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Now you're getting into the rocket physics part of it. You need to pick up this astronaut, and I saw you do it with the cheese, so you can do it again with an astronaut. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, let's do it. Let's get this astronaut.
Mm.
Let's see. Where are you? Is that you? Is that you? Oh.
Mhm.
Okay, right here.
Yeah.
No? Come on.
Almost had it. Almost. Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Perfect.
picking me up. Wait a minute. You're a human? This is fascinating. I've never seen one in the wild before. Oh, is that an ollie right there on board your ship? Let me have a closer look. Incredible, just incredible. To see one in real life? This retro Earth style look, I honestly thought ollies were a myth from ancient
And
Earth
if you land on the
times.
moon,
That is until
we'll
I
skip
got your
the
signal.
dialogue. So just stay away from the moon for now.
I know.
No.
It's all a bit confusing, all this, and there's a lot we need to get to. However, you're human, right? I'm sure you'll figure it out along the way. No problem. Here's the deal. You'll give me a ride back to the moon, hand me some of your money, and I'll help you install a high-quality, punch-packed laser on this ship. What do you say?
Oh my god. Yes. I say yes.
Yay!
Yes, Bilby, I will.
Perfect.
Oh my goodness. Remember you trying to scam us?
Is he trying to scam you? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you.
I don't know, Bilby.
Mm.
No, Bilby. Should we
Yeah,
trust
thanks.
Bilby?
Should we trust Bilby? Good question.
Okay. Land on the moon. Let's land on the moon. Let's. Oh, no. We don't land on the moon that way. Okay, we can do a barrel roll.
Mhm.
There. Okay. Land.
Thanks for the
Thank
ride,
you. There you go.
human. Once you got the funds, I'll help you out with that laser, as promised. Oh, and here's a quick tip. The fastest way to make money out here is to trade cheese. You can find some delicious pieces floating around in the belt. Or you can buy some here and bring it back to Earth. 1 or 2 trips should do it. I need a skedaddle. Take care out there for now.
All right, Bilby. You're just gonna leave me alone here.
Yep.
Tell me
can
about
do
this
it.
trading.
The trading, yes, sure. The trading mechanic is basically meant for as a motivation to actually go somewhere else than just stick around the same planet and hang out and do stuff that's beyond just new content. I wanted now it gets kind of technical, I think, but I wanted a dynamic system which the player could both explore on their own and figure out solutions to. So having production and consumption on each planet with different resources, when I built that up in the prototype where I had the whole system, solar system laid out, I found that you would automatically discover how trade routes got more lucrative or were kind of exploited to a point where you had to go out and start trading with another planet. So those are the design considerations for how and why the trading system is built as it is. But basically, what it's all about is when you land on a planet, you can sell everything you have, and you'll earn a lot for the first piece of cheese you sell, and then the prices will fall pretty quickly after that. It's kind of an exaggeration of how the market functions.
Okay, interesting. Huh.
Yeah,
So the more
I'm
you
doing
sell,
a lot with just yeah.
the more it might not be the best.
Yeah, you need to diversify your trading behavior, basically.
Interesting.
And right now, you are too heavy to launch because you have
Right.
cheese and Bilby in your cargo hold. Well, yeah, it's kind of temporary, but whatever.
Can we sell Bilby?
Well, right now you can, yeah, but that was just the easiest way to set it up.
Sell Bilby. Okay,
Yeah.
so I should just sell all, right? Or should I?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Here we go. Selling all. You get the 5,000.
Yeah, and you get a little overview of the trades you just made in the middle, so you can see you got 5,000 in total and how much
7,000.
each item.
Huh.
So, yeah.
Okay, fuel. Or why would? Oh, if you drop. Repair. Or blue cheese.
Yeah. So about the trade system,
Right.
a large part of it is buying stuff on one planet and selling it on another. And you can make quite a lot of money doing that, but you need to figure out how to diversify. And right now it's just the moon and the earth and then Raxla.
Okay.
But that's actually plenty I found to
Okay.
create a interesting dynamic
Awesome.
trade economy.
Okay. Cool. Okay. All right, let's launch then. Get more cheese?
Well, sure.
Get
Yeah,
more
go
fuel.
pick up more.
Fuel?
You can. Fuel is free. You can get as much as you want. But I would suggest that you go into the upgrade section and look at what's available there as well.
Fuel will give you a boost. Launch prognosis. Normal. Normal.
Nominal. I don't know why it's not just called normal, but apparently that's the word they use at NASA. So.
Huh. So should we upgrade that?
Well, if you click on upgrade, okay, that might be a bit confusing, but click on it, you can
okay.
see the different opportunities for upgrades.
Cargo hold, they have more. Increased cargo capacity in the ion engine here. Very cool. So maybe we'll upgrade the ion engine, I feel. Only 500. I got 7,000. I got some money to spend.
Yeah.
That's a laser though. The laser is 7,000.
Laser is pretty expensive.
Yeah, that laser is expensive. But that engine. I mean, that engine though. Okay.
I think it would be a good idea to upgrade the cargo hold as well, just to alleviate any.
Let's do it.
The first step is definitely worth it anyway. Yeah.
All right.
And then before you launch, I would suggest you buy a couple of blue cheeses to sell on Earth.
All right, let's buy a couple blue cheeses. We got the blue cheese. We'll go to Earth. Our money, buy a laser.
Yeah.
Do you like tamales? Chad's talking about tamales.
Tamales?
Yeah, have you ever had tamales?
I'm not sure. Is that kind of a burrito family thing, or
I mean, yes, in a sense.
Yeah.
It's in like a leaf, wrapped in well, it's wrapped in corn husks, and it has like cornmeal, and then inside I think it's cornmeal, right? And
well, if it's spicy, I probably like it. So.
Nice. Spicy. Nice. Yum. Okay, let's lift off here. Oh wow, look at all this cheese. Oh, we gotta drink water. Everybody stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. A little water break. Thank you for the reminder there. Hi, Brew.
That's a nice reminder.
Right. Case said, I wanted to ask where the dev is from, if you don't mind repeating. Or
absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'm from Denmark. Yeah, situated in Aarhus.
Yeah. Oh no! Ow!
Uh-oh.
That's okay. It's fine. We're fine. Everyone's fine. What happened to Bilby? I thought I was carrying Bilby.
Bilby got off at the moon.
Oh, right.
To prepare
He
the laser
skedaddled.
for you. He had to skedaddle.
He skedaddled. Oh, I just want some more cheese. Might as well.
Don't crash into the moon. You're getting pretty heavy.
That was fun. Okay.
And I mean, you can feel the gravity tugging in you, especially when you have a lot of cheese with you, like now.
Yeah, it's almost like a magnet, like feeling to it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And the more you, like you said, the more you have, the heavier it kind of has this feeling to it too. Earn money, buy laser. Okay, so let's go to Earth and sell some cheese, right? We want to sell some blue cheese.
Yeah.
Because Case I figure I wasn't too sure because I could hear it, but I couldn't pinpoint where in the EU. Yes. Oh, look at all this.
Unfortunately, you don't have room, but I can't. I kind of want to add that you to the game that you could pick up some of this fuel, even though you don't have room. But I'm not sure of it exactly. Game development is a constant process.
Right. This is his fuel. Right. I see. Well, sometimes you just have to risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah. I mean, it's stuff like this is also presenting like an interesting opportunity for an interesting choice, which is the core of gameplay to me. And I want the player to be able to drop the cheese off. I don't feel it's necessary for the demo, so I'm putting it off until I get to further develop the market system as well. But I also want the player to be able to drop off a piece of cheese if they'd rather have some fuel on board if they come across it. Oh, and now you have to be careful.
No.
Life support critical.
Oh.
No.
Oh. You have to be very careful. It's okay. This is fine.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. Okay, it's gonna be interesting when you get to Earth. Yeah, take it easy. Everything will be fine.
Everything's just fine. Right. Everyone's fine. It's just asteroids. It's fine. We're gonna get there.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll get there. Nemi says I'm part Danish. Oh, nice.
Nice.
You silly Case. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, take it easy. Watch out for the asteroids. Watch out. Ooh. Okay. And if you can land safely on the moon, okay, yeah. Rockets. Okay, watch out. Turn around.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. That was lucky.
Woo!
Okay, I would repair
Woo!
immediately.
Woo!
You might, an asteroid might crash into you still, so you should repair.
Oh, okay. So we should repair?
Yeah,
Yep.
and one more.
Okay.
And right now it's free because you have less than 1,000, so you can just repair again. The mechanic,
Okay.
if you don't have the funds to actually repair, it'll be free. It's public health system.
All right. I guess we'll just repair.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuel. Oh, why is this rocket just landed bonk? That is so funny. Beep beep.
Yeah.
Asteroid looks like Legos, but it's like pomegranate seeds. Oh, I'm tempted to eat pomegranate seeds. It does have this pomegranate look to it.
Yeah. When you get the laser, you can also start eating the asteroids if you want.
Okay, so we should sell all.
Yes. Should earn
Nice.
quite a lot.
We should look at the market. Oh no, wait, we got cheese of the purple cheese, excuse me. We got a purple cheese.
The purple cheese is worth a lot, but you can't actually take off with the purple cheese before you upgrade your rocket. And this is like a rocket physics puzzle that I wanted to throw at the player, and I feel like it does make sense. I don't know if I should spoil it for you. Do you want to just figure it out on your own?
This is the best cheese in the solar system with mold that transcended reality. Very heavy, require boost upgrades to lift from gravity well. No, I would love I would love any tip that you want to give.
Yeah. So if you want to take off with this most precious cheese in the world, you have to upgrade your rocket, but you can't afford that right now.
Okay.
So the way to get to an upgraded rocket the fastest is to actually go and farm the asteroid belt around Earth. There are some minerals you can pick up, but it's kind of dangerous, so you have to be very careful and precise. But right now, you just have to drop the cheese again because, unfortunately, you cannot. You cannot take off until you have the upgrade.
Right. Okay. Okay, there's boost power, cargo, and then there's health. So it's a little different on this side. I like that.
Yeah, every planet has different upgrades.
Yeah. I feel like we can't do anything yet. Maybe health. Right, but then
I don't think you need
half.
health. It's
yeah, that's like half. It's like half my monies. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
All right, so I guess some fuel, and I guess we're ready to go and farm some things.
The fuel actually made you too heavy.
Oh.
So if you just push the thrust button, you'll get back into the. Yeah, as you can see, you can't take off right now, but now you can because you spent some fuel. But now you're too heavy because the rocket filled up on fuel again. I mean, I don't know if this is too complicated, but I feel like it's actually pretty fun.
That is so funny.
And you have to drop some fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you drop one of those, then you'll be able to take off.
That is so funny.
Oh, you've got a starship on top of you.
Oh.
All is well. Oh.
No. Get away from me. You get away. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! We're barrel rolling! No!
Oh no.
Okay. How about we don't do that? No!
How about we don't do that?
How about we don't do that?
Okay, let's see. Is this bugging out? I think. Okay, if you just press the thrust button a few times and release it while you're standing upright. I think this is an interesting bug. Awesome, thank you very much.
No worries.
Okay.
Okay.
What you should do is probably try and thrust just a bunch of times. Just tap the thrust button. Okay, nothing happens. Maybe do a few barrel rolls and see if that works.
Yeah.
I usually without using the thrust, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It does.
Okay.
Okay. Oh no! Is this
Oh, no.
actually a? This is a bug. This is not good. Okay.
No, 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 no. No, y'all.
All right. Well, we can recover from this though.
No worries. Yes, we can.
Yeah. Okay,
It's all
I don't
part
think
of the process. It's all part of the
all
process.
part of the process. Yes.
Yeah, stuck
I would
in
love to know
orbit.
more about this bug.
support.
So okay, you're about to die though.
No. Get away! Get
so the
away
game
from
will
me! Get away from me! Get away from me! Get away from me! I don't know how I'm doing, but get away
No.
from me! Oh no!
Well, once you're stuck on the planet like that, I don't think there's much to do.
No!
Sorry about that. Well, if you pick the easy,
Okay.
you start with the 10,000 credits you already had, and we can
Okay.
pretty quickly get back to the same state.
Okay. We can do that.
So
Yeah, let's do
yeah.
that. All right. Yeah, no
Yeah.
worries. That was fun, though. That was fun.
Thanks for
That's
the
good,
ride,
but I have to
human.
investigate that
Once
bug a
you
little
got the
bit more.
funds,
I
I'll
thought it
help
was
you out with that
recoverable.
laser as
Good to know.
promised.
Thank
Yes,
you very
for
much.
Sure. No, for sure.
Oh, and here's a quick tip. The fastest way to
So
make
the game
money out
continues
here
from basically the
is to
same
trade
narrative point you were, but
cheese.
you're
You can
back at
find
where
some delicious
you started,
pieces
next to the
floating
piece of
around
cheese.
in the belt. Or you can buy some here and bring
At
it
least I
back
got
to
that
Earth.
in.
1 or 2 trips should do it. I need a skedaddle. Take care out there for now.
Okay.
Hmm?
All right. So we'll go get some blue cheese, right? Go back to Earth. And then,
And then start farming the asteroid belt.
yes, the minerals. Boom. Boom. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh, okay. I can get more. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Get in here. Boom. Nope, 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 nope. I like it. I like it. And I stuck
Perfect.
the landing. All right, too
Yeah.
heavy. And we are gonna sell all.
Hmm?
And we're gonna upgrade. And upgrade. Right?
Yeah, you can upgrade the iron engines more if you want.
More, huh?
That makes sense,
It's not
but-
too much.
Hmm.
Where's the indicator for the ion engine on the...
Yeah, I don't have an indicator, but it would be nice to like know what's the level you're on right now. I guess it's a balance of figuring out how much information to present, both in terms of clutter and also what's necessary to
Right.
to see. I mean, yeah, but I see what you mean. Yeah, and I think it would be nice to actually see like status of what your ship is like.
Right. Okay. Let's launch it. I mean, we have a few more. I feel like we can maybe.
Yeah, you also need the blue cheese. Remember the blue cheese?
Oh, blue cheese, blue cheese. We're gonna. Maybe
Yeah.
should we fill it all up with blue cheese?
Well, then you can't take off.
Oh, right. You're right.
But you could bring some more fuel if you want.
Oh, true. Let's just get it in. Oh, no.
You can actually fill it up with fuel completely.
Oh, okay. Let's do that then.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah. So and also one thing I haven't done in this game is I haven't put in a maximum speed, and we can explore that at some point. But yeah, you can go pretty fast if you just load up on fuel and upgrade your rocket and just go
fly.
in some direction. Yeah.
This game looks good, Kristian. Deuce Bigelow.
Thank you so much, Deuce. Deuce Bigelow.
It's so good. It's so much fun. Have you gotten a chance to check it out, Deuce? Ooh. I just wanted to see that. Gotten some speed. Look at the blue rocket fuel. Whee! Okay, so we're going. Oh. No,
So-
right there.
Yeah.
There's a cluster.
Yeah. So while you're picking up the fuel, you either need to be really precise to not spend all the fuel you pick up immediately, or you can hold down the left trigger to avoid using fuel while thrusting. So you just stick with the blue engine. So if you hold down both triggers at once, you'll just use the blue engine. And that's not a mechanic that's strictly necessary to actually play the game, but I've seen people figure it out on their own, and I think that's kind of okay. Otherwise, it's something. Oh no!
No bonking. Okay,
No
okay.
bonking.
If we're gonna do that, no. No bonks.
Oh, you're in a collision. Okay.
Okay. Ooh. I thought you got me there. So close. So close. Fortunately, not PC guy. Oh, no worries. What kind of console do you play on, Deuce? Any interest in putting this on console? Oh,
Absolutely.
wow.
Life support.
I would love to. I mean, I could see it on Switch or PlayStation or Xbox or any of them really, but I'm not really sure how to get that set up. I probably need some deals with some of these big companies or something like that. And for now, Steam and Steam Deck is a perfect place to get this out.
Yes, for sure. Right. Too heavy.
Too much fuel.
Too much fuel, huh?
Yeah.
Oh. Boost power. Health, hold, cargo. Okay. That's it, really, right? Because we want to now mine the Astro Belt.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me give a shout out. If you guys are just coming in to the show, welcome in to Playmakers and Shakers. We are interviewing Kristian Bak for Gravity Break, and featuring an awesome physics driven game, y'all. Make sure to give them a follow, wishlist the game, check out their socials. Says Xbox has great indie titles. They work a lot with indie developers. Right.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, it would be really fun and interesting to get it out there. But I feel like a complete Steam launch is something I need to have settled before I actually get on a console like that. But if anybody knows somebody, just send them my way. I would love to talk to them. Right. It's an adventure making a game like this.
Yeah, definitely. All right, here we go. We're back to where we were at.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right. Okay. And you're... Oh!
Hello. Get away from me. Okay. Oh no. Ooh, that bonked. That bonked. No.
Oh. All right.
Is this fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine?
Yeah.
It's fine. All right, we
good.
sell. All right. We'll launch again. Let's see. Uh-oh. No.
So, while you're in the belts, if you pick up these purple blobs, those are minerals that you can sell for quite a lot. I'm not sure if it should be cheese in the asteroids as well, but for now it's something else. Okay, you probably need to get away from the guy with the laser as well.
Oh, get away from me. Laser. No.
Life support critical.
Okay.
You should probably pick up...
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, very
good. You're doing good.
Okay, we're good?
Yeah, so far. And I mean, something that's happened during the game development is this area around the Earth has just become super chaotic, and I kind of like it.
I like it.
It's just asteroids and spaceships and astronauts and weird things falling around you.
I mean, very Earth-like.
Yeah. Yes. Welcome to the chaos of Earth. So if you pick up a bunch of these purple ones, you can actually make quite a nice profit. Just if you fill up 2 spaces of the minerals. I think you probably have enough to upgrade your rocket engine.
Bonk. Okay, let's just do that. Sell that.
Oh, that was not a lot you actually made. Okay, maybe Earth has a bad market for minerals right now.
Yeah.
So if you pick up the minerals and move those to the moon.
Okay.
I think that would make you a lot of cash.
That makes sense. You move from one planet to the other planet, you know?
Mm-hmm. And this is something I feel like I'm still experimenting with, but the demo is a perfect opportunity to get other people to tell me if it works and if it's fun and everything like that. And I'm really excited to have people play this, and please join my Discord and give me some some feedback on what works and what doesn't. and I'm not sure if the economy is kind of too restrictive right now, but I wanna hit that sweet spot where it's motivating. You have to change your strategies depending on the environment you're playing in,
Right.
and that's a hard balance to strike, I think.
Ooh. What are these goodies over here?
Hmm.
Hi. Come here. Come here. No. Come here. No. No. Worth it. No, no, no. No, no. Okay, okay. I'm concentrating. Sorry. Oh.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Space is
Get
hard.
away,
Life
get away,
support
get away.
critical.
Okay, we're good. We're good for now. Going back to the moon.
The moon.
The moon.
Mhm.
Do you have a favorite planet?
Yeah, I think my favorite planet right now is Mercury, but mostly because that's the next planet I want to include in the game.
Ooh.
But it's a really interesting planet. Just mathematically, it has an interesting tidally locked position in relation to the sun. It's the it's the fastest orbit in the solar system, obviously, because it's closest to the sun. Obviously, what I'm talking about, but it's a really cool planet, I think, and it's been the most difficult planet for us to actually land on and approach. We haven't had many probes coming by Mercury at all, compared to Mars and Jupiter and Saturn even, or Venus. And that's because of the gravity of the sun. It's just so intense that when you get close to it, your speed will be so affected by gravity that actually hitting the orbit of Mercury is a real challenge. But this year, I think we have another mission to Mercury going up, or maybe it was already on the way. I'm not completely up to date on latest astrophysics.
I didn't know that. 5,000. Not bad.
Yeah.
Cheese sold for 274, 272 cheese, 250 mineral for 4,000 here. Sold Bilby sold for 500. Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny. All these mice. All right, so we need more, right? To get a laser.
And I would suggest bringing some blue cheese back to Earth, or maybe the space station you also, or just selling some yellow cheeses.
True.
I don't think they're worth a lot right now, though.
Is it 1,000?
I'm not sure. You can try it out.
All right, let's see.
But there's a lot of it, so maybe it's just an easy way to
there is
make
a lot
something.
of it. Is that usually RNG, or how many that it comes up, or do you have a certain amount that you put up cheeses around the moon?
It's kind of RNG. The implementation was done a bit faster than I would prefer, but it works. So I'm I'm just sticking with it and figuring out if what I would need to change. But there's a lot of RNG. That's some leeway you get when you build a physics-based game. It can just be throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. Yeah.
It's cool. I like it. I like it. It's always a process, right? Basically.
Mm.
And developing.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's hope we don't run into some asteroids.
Yeah. Good luck. Mm.
Thank you. It's so pretty. I like the gradient.
Yeah, thanks. This was a guy called Troels Stian who helped me do some of the add some shading colors. It was a shader graph, noise map, something like that. I mean, in game development, there's just so many different technologies and visualizations and techniques you need to learn. So I've been really fortunate to find a network that can help me. That was really nice picking up all that fuel on the way. That was actually pretty cool.
Right,
Okay, now you need to...
right,
Yeah.
right.
Wow.
Left. Spoke too soon.
Oh, yeah.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Not too bad. Yeah.
Not too bad.
How does it feel going through the asteroid belt? Does it feel completely
fun.
random, or do you feel like it's in control?
A little of in control, but at the same time, like you can see like the chaos about to. Okay.
Oh,
Life support.
you bounced off an asteroid on the Earth. Oh god. Oh god.
Okay. There you go.
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Phew.
Phew.
Come on. No? Oh, my mouse went somewhere else.
Oh no.
Sorry. Hello. Give me my game.
Is it off the menu? Oh no, is that another bug? It's brilliant to find these though. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Does it register if you press the menu button, the pause button?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you can continue. That should actually set it back.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
Woo, thank you for that.
Oh, that's good. Okay, 17,000. You almost have enough to upgrade your rocket engine.
So close.
Mm-hmm.
Rocket engine. Okay. Get some. Oh, that's too heavy. Okay. All right. So I guess we will. No.
Oh.
Nope. Nope. Getting away from the belt. Getting away from the earth. Getting into the belt. Ooh. No. There you go. Oh. Oh, there's a cluster of them. Nope. Oops. Boink. Okay. Okay. We're going with the belt.
Mm-hmm. Nice and easy.
Yep. Let it happen. Don't fight it.
Yeah.
See? We gotta go back that way anyways. Might as well see what we can do. Okay. Feel like we gotta pick up more.
Yeah. This is also an interesting thing to balance as a game developer. Figuring out how much time investment makes sense for a task like this. And that becomes pretty quickly once it's actually hooked up to different resource markets. Because if you just harvest all of these minerals in the asteroid belt and sell them on Earth, you won't actually make as much money as if you sell it on the moon, because the moon is much further away from the asteroid. But I feel like just exploring the game on your own, it still makes sense to discover these mechanics in the way it's presented. But I'm still discussing with myself if I should make everything way more explicit. But I don't want to make like a trade simulation with spreadsheets and stuff like that.
Right.
So
yeah, because it's still like it's still fun to explore. Like this game still has that aspect to it without it just being like about trading.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that's the article about game devs. Oh, thank you, Nemi.
Nice. Thanks, Nemesis. And thank you, Computer Virus. Nice.
Nice and easy.
I'm impressed you haven't overshot any of the planets yet. You haven't missed the landing window.
Oh no.
Okay, you overshot a little bit there.
yeah, overshot that. I might as well pick up a few cheese while I'm at it.
Might as well while they're there anyway.
Right. I love it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh.
That's all right. We got it. We got it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes. That was a nice sale.
That was. Should we get
You can afford the laser now, actually.
Yeah. Get the laser.
I have never seen so much money in my life. Anyways, who needs money when you can spend it and get this? Will you look at this beauty of a freaking laser, huh? Alright, so here's the deal. That guy who attacked me out there, that was Captain Croissant. He's a no-gooder, and he wants to wreck your ship and steal your goods. That I know. But he's really just a mercenary in a war of ownership of Earth. Things are getting pretty chaotic here. People are trying to escape any way they can. To anywhere out there, really. I am a bit of a nerd on engineering rockets. You know, I have a friend near Venus who knows how to turn your ship's engine into an ultra-efficient, super smooth Higgs engine. It'll make every rodent engineer gander at us for miles, that's for sure. To make this kind of cash, you gotta put in some weight to be able to carry all those trading goods. With that fine-looking laser of yours, You can now mine the astral belts. My brother Gerbil tells me that's a nice way to make profit too. I'll hang out on Raxla and do my research. When you have enough money to fund a Higgs engine, find me there. Just follow the elevator.
Okay. Thanks,
Yeah.
Bilby. Okay.
I really like your voice for this speak.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fun. It's fun
really
to
cool.
bring the character to life. For sure.
Super good.
Awesome. Okay. So, at this point, earn a lot of money, buy a Higgs engine.
Yeah. So you've kind of felt the basics of the game loop, and you've had some pretty lucrative trades. And with the laser, you get a few more options. You can also fight these guys who've attacked you previously, and they will drop some nice cheese. But the one thing that's probably a bit obscure still, and I like having obscure stuff in my game. So I'm not. I think it's the way it should be. But you need to find Raxla to figure out where to buy the Higgs engine, and I don't know if you have an idea of what that is yet.
Not yet. I don't know what a Higgs engine is yet. Oh.
No. To be able to shoot your laser,
okay,
you need fuel, and you are almost out of fuel. But you can shoot your laser by pressing the I don't know what controller you have, but the left button, the square button on a PlayStation controller, and I think it's, and I don't know, is it a B on a Xbox?
Okay. Let me
The
try.
button to the left of your right. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Nobody's gonna stand in my way now. I'm interested in if I see if I shoot some asteroids here. Come here. Oh, fuel.
Yeah, you probably need a bit more fuel to.
Oh, give me it.
How does the tempo feel for you? Is it good? Is it enjoyable? Is it smooth? Is it slow? Is it fast?
It is very smooth. I enjoy the smoothness of it and feeling like you can just give it just a little bit, and as you're playing it, I think you can figure out the control a little bit better. Like the more I'm playing it, I'm like, okay, I'm getting truly the feel of it. So I am enjoying it a lot.
I'm really happy to hear that. That's the some aesthetics I was talking about on the Steam page, and I know it's a fancy word, but it's basically about feeling in control, having an embodied experience of controlling a video game.
Right, yes.
And that's something that's... You can shoot the asteroids. Oh, if you had fuel, but you're out. Oh, no, you still have fuel.
I got some fuel. A little bit.
Nice.
Get away from him a little bit. I want some. Whatever this is a cluster. The purple. Selling the purple minerals. Oh. Raxla!
Yay! You found Raxla.
Wow.
Awesome.
Repair. Right. Upgrade. So this is the Higgs engine here. 100,000.
It's 100,000. It's extreme.
100,000. It is.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Okay.
So, yeah. The journey to 100,000.
A journey to 100,000.
It's doable. Yeah.
We got this. We got
Yes.
this. Ooh.
And also you can trade between Raxla and the Earth, and that's actually a pretty lucrative way to make cash as well.
Okay. Wait, where to get cash?
You can trade between the Earth and Raxla as well. There's water on Raxla which you can sell on Earth. Just a tip.
Water that you can sell. That is kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, in this world, the environment has been poisoned quite a lot, so water is scarce even on Earth.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's great.
Yeah. That's good.
I love that. The lore. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Love this so much. Look at it, so pretty.
Thanks. Yeah, I really like the look of it as well. And yeah.
So
just
relaxing
churning.
too.
So if you want to make a lot of cash, you should bring some minerals to the Raxla station.
Okay.
That's a pretty fast way to go about it. And once you figure out that hyper efficient way to stack up on trading, you may also need to start to explore how to efficiently trade with the moon in the equation as well. And I mean, it's something that's I feel like is a really fun puzzle to just engage with and figure out. But at the same time, you can play with it in your own tempo,
right,
and figure it out as you go. There's something. Oh yeah, you're crashing into it.
Okay, I'm too heavy.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh no!
Please. Please.
This, I have to take a look at this after the stream, because this is a terrible bug. Can you... if you... I mean, just hold down the thrust button and maybe wiggle the ship around. I mean, sometimes that works. It's usually how I've managed to land anyway. And just release when you're upright.
Right. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Release the thrust while you're upright.
Right.
Life support critical.
Okay, I'm gonna put myself upright.
Yeah, and then thrust.
Thrust.
Oh.
It's almost like auto-rotating itself too, a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's rolling on the surface of the Earth as well. Yeah, okay. I'm afraid you're gonna explode in a little bit.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Sorry. Right. But now that you found Raxla, you can actually pick the highest difficulty.
Oh.
And yeah, that will give you like the final speak bit
Okay.
that we've done.
Okay.
You will also be attacked by a whole bunch of ships quite quickly, so you'll start out with a laser, so you can just
Okay.
stock up on fuel and start shooting other ships and try to go as fast as possible.
Okay, start with the laser. A minute more battles. Time is limited. A game is meant to be played more than one. Challenges hidden everywhere, but you have to find them. Perfect. And I haven't found them all yet. Wow.
Yeah.
Mysterious.
You
Mysterious.
actually
Yeah.
made enough to build the Higgs engine.
When you build a game from like
Wow.
simulations,
You sure live
of
up to
physics
your
and economy and stuff,
human
what's really
reputation,
fascinating as a developer is
human.
just seeing the dynamics emerge
Okay,
and trying to figure out
so
what's a good path
since I
through it.
didn't really think you
And I will
actually
keep balancing
make
and I will
this
keep
amount
expanding
of
it, but
money,
it's just
I'll
so much
have
fun
to share a little secret with
to delve
you.
into this
You
substance.
see,
Mm,
the
sorry.
Higgs engine
I'm talking over you.
is, well,
yeah.
it's just a theory. For now, don't get mad. In the meantime, I upgraded your ion engine to allow for a much higher maximum speed. Ta-da! So, in layman's terms, that means your blue engine will now burn for longer. According to my theory, yes, it's mine. To build the Higgs engine, we need certain types of minerals, highly advanced and not common in these regions. To acquire these, we'll have to travel to both Mercury and the Astral Belt. We'll have to talk to Click on Venus. And we'll have to convince Concasa of Mars to stop funding Captain Croissant. There's a lot to do here, human. It takes time, it takes dedication, and I hope you're ready for it. For now, we could use your human ingenuity in helping some of the other escape rockets to reach the moon. Though, I'm not sure how. Yet. I will be in touch.
All right.
That's so pretty.
Yeah. Okay, you're going straight for the question mark. So yeah,
Surviving.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Let's see what you find.
Hopefully.
Well, you're out of fuel. You have your laser, but you don't have anything to fuel it.
No fuel for my laser. Oh my god, this looks like I'm heading towards the holy. That's the sun.
That was the sun.
That was the sun. That was the sun.
Yeah.
That was great. Oh my goodness, that's too funny.
That's kind of a bit of a teaser of where I want to go after the demo, because around the sun you'll find Mercury and you'll have a whole bunch of other stuff going on. The gravity will be much more intense, and there'll be more things to find.
Oh, I love that. I can only imagine, because how the gravity is. Like I'm gripping my controller so hard. My hands, it's because like I'm like
Nice.
holding it, like I'm just like, oh, the hard, and it's not right. Like the harder I press, maybe it'll like pull further. So I'm just like gripping it, like, come on.
Awesome. I'm glad
that.
to hear it. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
It just means it's evocative, the feeling of control.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it. That's great. That's great.
Cool.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Sweet. All right. So this next part, y'all, is where we get to check out some behind the scenes content with the dev. Yeah.
Let's go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were kind of playing around with the alternative designs for rockets and stuff, things that people can bind, and I want to make more rockets available. I want people to upgrade, get new rockets. This feeling I had as a child of wanting a bigger, better rocket all the time. That's something I feel like should be ingrained in the game as well.
Nice.
And we had these ideas for vehicle-based rockets, like this post-apocalyptic world where you are reimbursing vehicles and putting rocket engines on them to just make something go was kind of fun to play around with. I'm not sure if that's the aesthetic I want to go for exactly, but
Hmm.
it's a big part of like the philosophy behind what I want to build up in this world, an economy of reuse and of reimbursement of like your investment in your own rocket. I want that to feel like you are gaining a personal relationship to whatever vehicle you're in, and I want you to feel like you should take care of it. So having a personal relationship to the rocket is pretty fun. Um, and I don't know, what do you feel about like having cars with rocket engines on? Is that something that would make sense in this game world?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I love it. I love that. It always reminds me of Greece. Reminds me of Back to the Future. I love all
Yeah,
that. 100%. I'm all for that.
yeah.
Cars with
These were
rockets.
done. These were done by my artist friend Lars Johansen. Uh,
Nice.
did some really cool stuff.
Yeah,
He also
they're
did
amazing.
the cheese and the space station and some of the things that you'll find around Mercury as well. Once we get as far as that.
Nice. All right. We have our next one here. Wow, this is so cool. So cool.
Mm. So this is a concept for the colony on Mercury. Um, so in the full game, you will be helping these colonies throughout the solar system establish and develop as well. And this is a huge threaded city rolling around on the surface of Mercury. And this brings me back to like the why I'm fascinated with the planet of Mercury, because it's tightly locked, as I said, to the sun, which means it's not tightly locked exactly, but it has a rotational speed, so rotating around its own axis. I can't remember exactly what it is. It's something like 3 times for um, every two orbits around the sun, and that means that the the sun will set and rise twice when you're on the surface of Mercury. But it also means that there's a theoretical possibility of having like a station on the dark side of Mercury constantly facing away from the sun if it's moving in a pretty slow speed compared to what you would need to stay on the dark side of the Earth, for example. Um, so this idea was that we've built a city on a huge threaded vehicle on the dark side of Mercury and connected that via a space elevator to a station also kept in the dark side of Mercury just to keep it cool from the sun. And another reason why I think Mercury is fascinating is because it's positioned in the center of the solar system, so it's always the closest planet to any other planet. It's always just because of orbital mechanics. Or not always, but generally, it's the closest planet to any other planet in the solar system, and that positions it perfectly for information hub.
Yeah.
So my thoughts are that Mercury will be built up as a solar power generating colony with lots of IT infrastructure where large server banks are constructed in orbit around the sun with the Mercury orbit as well to provide an information hub for the entire solar system.
Wow.
Um, and I'm really looking forward to getting that shown to people, having that colony mechanic fleshed out completely.
Wow. Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
amazing. I mean, that itself looks amazing. I love the angle of it too.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's really nice.
the perspective and stuff. But yeah, that's gonna be great. I can't wait. I can't wait to play that.
Mm,
Hey, all right.
nice.
The next one. Oh, who do we have here?
Yeah, we get into some of my sketches for characters. This is one of the space cows. Named it Arne, and
This
it's
is the one that you want to milk.
yeah, exactly. So
I love
it's
that.
it's a cow that has been put in a robotic suit with two arms, and I I kind of think like the arms are semi-autonomous, so when the cow needs to be milked, they will automatically milk the cow. Um, but it's also enhancing the cow's cognitive ability, so the cow will be able to talk
Oh
to you
my
and will make
god.
its own decisions. And this cow will be a brilliant cheesemonger who knows all about the prices of cheese and the value of milk throughout the solar system.
That's great. That's great. Who's
Yeah,
just the more he milks, the smarter he gets.
yeah.
Nice. And who do we have here?
Yeah, these are kind of alternative mice designs or Bilby designs. I, I wasn't exactly sure if Bilby is a nice guy or a bad guy. It's
Hmm. Chat was wondering too, right? They were going back
yeah,
and forth. They were like, "Oh, do we trust Bilby? Do we not trust Bilby?" Right?
yeah.
They
What's going
were,
on?
yeah. What's going on
Exactly.
with Bilby? So would you?
Yeah.
So this is something that you still want to integrate, or something that is an alternative to what you currently have, or is it like scrapped art that you
Uh,
would?
this is just playing around with the direction of like
Hmm.
the character of Bilby. I don't think the design of Bilby as he is right now in the game is final as such. It works for what it is. Um, but that depends on how the story is fleshed out. I have a lot of help from my friend Natasha Lewis Robjerg, who's helping me put some character into the dialogue. And yeah, you saw how much that helped from my first scripts I sent you, um, and figuring out how the characters fit with the broader systems and the development of the story throughout the game. That's something we are continually exploring as well.
For sure. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I can't wait. I can't wait to continue exploring all that with you too.
Yeah,
Yay.
me too.
And
Mm.
this is our last one. Click click. We got click click.
Yeah, click click. Yeah, the space dolphin.
Wow.
Um, and I had this idea that dolphins would also be escaping the Earth once the climate catastrophe collapses everything. Uh, and these dolphins will have immigrated to Venus to colonize that planet and swim around in their robotic suits in the clouds above Venus, the thick carbon uh, carbon dioxide clouds of Venus. Um, and I want the character of Click Click to be like a sage or a person who want to help you understand how to control your rocket better and figure out how to uh, dance in gravity as efficiently as possible and challenge you with some races and some difficult gravitational loops you have to go through and stuff like that, and just play around with the controls of your rocket and maybe give you some more some more options of how to use the Iron Engine and what the Higgs engine actually is as you develop that mechanic as well.
Wow. So Click Click is kind of like a mentor of some sort, it seems.
Yeah, because I feel like the whole economic progression system, that's a huge part of playing games and a huge part of being motivated to go further into the story. But it's also I've always found it fascinating that this idea of infinite growth, as we've seen in general capitalist societies, um, is also translated into a lot of video games, and is kind of reinforcing this idea that we can just keep making numbers go up. But at some point, why do we actually do it? Why do we do that? And do we really need that? So Click Click is a character I want to use to show the player a way to efficiently use the resources available to them at any point. Also reinforcing this idea that you get a personal relationship to your own rocket once you start to control it, and you can tweak and upgrade the controls to fit your playstyle. Yeah, and turn this into an alternative progression where your support of the colonies on with like a detriment to your economic gain is a goal you'll be able to formulate for yourself and discover for yourself in with the help of these characters you encounter.
Mm.
Does that
Right.
make sense? I
Yeah.
feel like it's a very long,
No.
kind of abstract theory of why do we even earn cash in games.
Right. No, for sure. Yeah, that's
Mm.
great. That's awesome. That is, I believe, our last behind the scenes look at Gravity Break. If
Yeah.
y'all would like a chance to check out more of Gravity Break, make sure to wishlist, follow the social medias, and check out the Steam page, y'all. Show some
Yeah.
love. And the demo is out, part of the Next Fest on Steam. And feel free to
Mhm.
play it now.
Yeah.
And we got a
I'll
chance
be doing
to,
a few more updates, but yes, it's out. But on Monday, Tuesday, it will be absolutely amazing.
yay! Super excited. Super exciting.
Mm.
Very cool. So, our next segment that we got going on is our trivia.
Mm.
So, yeah, so here are our trivia. Let me get all the trivia things together here. Perfect. So basically, the chat has a chance to guess either true or false with the game developer too as well. Hey. And we will see if we can stump the game developer. The subject
Yeah,
will be cheese and space related. And yeah, this
I'm
is gonna
really
be
bad at
fun.
trivia, so this is gonna be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be true or false. I'm gonna run a poll so the audience can play along with us, and we'll give about a minute for each one, so y'all have time to figure out, and we can discuss your answer, whether why you
Mm.
chose true or false. So let me
Sure.
go ahead and set up and grab the questions here. Perfect. Nice. Here we go. Very first question. I'm going to post it on the poll in chat. Very first one. True or false? Here it is for y'all. Cheese can be made in space. So we talked about it. I didn't want to say anything earlier. We did speak a little bit about how cheese would contaminate the space, but that doesn't mean can cheese be made in space, right?
No, that's true. Can cheese actually be made? Well, yes, I would say cheese can theoretically be made in space. It's a question of the environment you want to set up. It would be probably super expensive and wasteful to set up like a space station with artificial gravity from like a rotational mechanic, something like the proposed cylinders that I've seen something from the 70s about, where you could basically have a huge huge space with plenty of air and soil and grass and sunlight actually. So in theory, if you made an artificial environment, you could make you could make cheese in space, I think.
Okay.
But we haven't seen it.
Okay. So let's see. The chat says it's true. The game dev also says it's true. And the answer is it is true. It's partially true. So scientists have studied fermentation in microgravity. So it has been studied. So yeah, so chat, play along, feel free, enter into the poll. We'll give you about a minute to pick your answer. And yeah, this is gonna be so much fun. All right, here is the very next one we got here. Okay. True or false? The world's I spelled that wrong here. For the chat, true or false? Feel free, audience, to pick your answer. Nice and easy inside the chat. The world's stinkiest cheese is so strong that is banned on public transportation.
Oh, nice. I know of some pretty horrible foodstuffs that you shouldn't bring into a public space. Banning a cheese specifically, that sounds interesting. But yeah, sure. Yes, why not? Our Swedish neighbors in the northern countries here, they have something called surströmming, which I've experienced once, which is fermented fish, and that is just a horrible smell when that can is opened.
Oh,
And yeah,
yeah. There's
and
a few food that's banned in public in general.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right. True or false? So the audience actually says false. The game dev says true because of fermentation fish.
yeah,
But the answer is true. So the world's stinkiest, strongest is banned in public transportation in France. It's a cheese called, I don't know how to say this, but I will put it in the chat. That's how you say that. It's I'm not even gonna try that. It's probably in French. So that is a notorious for its odor. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Welcome home, Necro. All right, here is the next one we got going. Here we go. True or false? Gouda cheese was originally made on the moon.
Gouda cheese was originally made on the moon? Well, no. I don't
Why not?
know.
We just talked about it,
We
like
just
cheese. Yeah.
yeah. but I'm pretty sure we started making cheese on Earth, even the Gouda cheese. And I don't think NASA actually did any cheese experiments on the moon yet, but I hope that's gonna be some of the first experiments once we get a colony going.
All right, all right. Chat has about 5 more seconds, y'all.
Mhm.
The moon itself is cheap. That's right.
That is true.
All right, let's see. And the results are in. Chat says false. We have 3 votes for false. And
That's good.
the Deb says it's false, and the answer is it is false. It was first made in Netherlands. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
All right, here we go. This is our next one. Oh my god, this one is good. Here we go. Next one is true or false. Cheese is the most stolen food in the world.
The most stolen food.
The
Oh,
most stolen food.
I read about a cheese heist in the UK recently. I can't remember how much cheese I think they got away with like a ton of cheese, and it was some pretty expensive cheese.
Wait,
And
there was a
also,
actual cheese heist?
yeah, yes, a pretty big cheese heist of some kind. I read about it in the papers. um, so yeah, people are definitely going in for the value of cheese, and it's the price of cheese is going up. So, but the most stolen food stuff. Sure. Yes, I think that's probably right. I would steal cheese if I was stealing food. Maybe. I don't know.
I huh. Yeah, I guess
Well,
cheese or bread, right? Those are my like if I like cartoons, like people would like steal an
yeah,
apple or cheese or bread or something.
yeah.
um
Mm,
yeah, that's funny. So the chat says it is true, and
mm, I think so too.
the dev also says it's true, and the answer is it's true.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so
That's actually
according
surprising.
to
Okay.
yeah, the most, right? The most stolen food in the world. So according to Interpol, it's a black market staple, apparently.
Wow.
Government cheese. Have you heard of government cheese before?
Do
Ever-
they have like huge cheese banks just to protect the value of cheese or something? Invest in
So,
cheese rather than gold.
right? No, so cheese for government cheese in America, the government used to give cheese to families that needed a little bit more help. So, yeah, so they actually gave cheese and they called it government is this brick cheese, an actual cheese to
Okay.
family. And the US actually supplied it to civilians, to families, to people. So they have milk and
Awesome.
bread, but they had something called the government cheese. And I believe
Mm,
like if you dig a little deeper, I think with mac and cheese, like macaroni and
mm,
cheese out here, especially the ready to make type of came from making a lot of using a lot of government cheese, and that became like a household staple in America for a while is mac and
yeah,
cheese because that came that from the government cheese. That's what they would use the government cheese to make. Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, cheese is also like it's a very nutritional and energy rich food stuff. So I think it makes a lot of sense to give that out from the government. That's really cool. Good to
Yeah.
know.
Government cheese. Funny. All right. Um this one is the next one. Okay, true or false? This might not be fair since you're not in the US, but it says True or false? Wisconsin produces more cheese than any country except the US itself.
Okay, one state should produce more cheese than any country except the whole of the United States. That's I don't think so. I mean, France must produce a lot of cheese, right?
Right. Yeah, we would French
I would think
love
so. But
cheese.
Wisconsin is that a state that's known as the cheese state or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, Wisconsin is known, I believe, for cheese, if I'm not mistaken.
Cool.
Is like they love cheese. their mascot's pretty much cheese
Yeah.
out there. Yeah. So let's see. We're split half and half in the chat, and one says we got true and we got a false, and the dev says false. And the answer is it's true.
What?
Yeah, so apparently Wisconsin makes over 3 billion pounds annually, more than most
Wow.
nations. Yeah.
3 billion pounds.
Yeah, of cheese.
Holy moly. That's a lot of cheese. How much does France make, do you know?
Good question. I don't know.
Never mind. That is a lot of cheese.
It is.
Well,
All
I
right.
gotta visit Wisconsin at some point, I guess.
Right? It'll get you
Yeah.
all the cheese.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm 3 for 3. I guess I know about cheese more than I thought. Nice. Cheese facts. All right,
Cool.
here is our next one. True or false? There is a planet named Fromage in our solar system.
Fromage?
Fromage. Omelette du fromage. That's all I know.
Omelette du fromage, yeah.
Yeah.
Dexter's Laboratory. Awesome.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I haven't heard of a planet called Fromage, so I don't think so, no. That would be a no from me.
So no, you don't think that there's cheese name or a planet named
Planet named
Fromage?
Fromage?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
Cheese planet fromage. The fromage planet is like fromage 120 or something. I'm thinking like, right? Like,
Yeah.
to be a planet.
Yeah.
All right. So
Maybe around some distant star.
right. So, chat also agrees with you. They also think it's false, and you think it's false. The answer is false. So there's no planet named Fromage, but there is a crater on Mars named Wensleydale after the cheese. So there is something in space
Nice.
that is named after cheese. Wensleydale. This is how you spell Wensleydale. Thank you. Thank you, Deuce Bigelow, for the follow. Cheers. Hi. Wensleydale. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of. I think I ended up Googling that type of cheese. It looks good though, like creamy cheese.
Nice.
That's cool. That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. All right. Our next one here. True or false? Sound travels faster in space than on Earth. Here's some physics.
Well,
Space.
no. Sound needs a medium to travel through, and sound doesn't travel in vacuum. So that would be a no from me.
What do you guys think? You think sound travel faster in space than in Earth? I think because maybe if you're traveling really fast.
Yeah, you can move some sound waves with you in your spaceship, sure.
Right.
It depends on what you mean when you say move fast. Everything is relative, as
Right.
Einstein
True.
told us.
True. True. All right. So we have chat says is false. Sound does not travel faster in space than on Earth. The dev also says false. And the answer is false. So sound does need a medium like air. So space
Mm.
is silent. All right. We have, let me see. Let me pick a couple ones out here. We'll skip a couple ones. Let's do this one here. So we have true or false. The French eat more cheese per person than any other country.
Per person. Well, okay. Now we know about Wisconsin being the largest producer.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe the US eats more cheese per person. I don't know. Or maybe I don't.
Who else eats cheese, like a lot of cheese besides the French? The Italians eat a lot
Everybody
of
eats cheese.
cheese?
I don't think so.
Cheese and wine?
Yeah, well, that's more of a French thing, at least. But I don't think actually the French
Charcuterie
eat a
board?
lot of cheese. Yeah, sure, but it's small amounts. I mean, you can put
True.
a lot of cheese in mac and cheese. So if it's
True.
pound per pound. No, I don't think it's I don't think France is the most cheese eating country.
All right. So, the chat says false. The French does not eat more cheese per person than any other country. Dev also says is false. And the answer is true.
Oh,
Yeah. So about 57 pounds per year.
all right. So
Yeah, that's a
a
lot
lot
of
of that
cheese a
Wisconsin
person.
cheese must be, yeah, that must be exported from the US, then I guess a lot of it. Nice. Okay.
Right. 50, but 57 pounds of cheese. Can you eat that much cheese a year?
That's
That's a lot of
well,
cheese, though. Like that's
if it's
saying
good
how much
cheese.
they consume.
Yeah. But does that like count cheese they make at home or something that doesn't actually figure into their production or something? I mean, yeah.
You're
No,
trying to
I don't.
figure out how do they calculate how much cheese a person eats.
Yeah, but that is a
True.
lot of cheese.
That is
55
a lot of
pounds.
that's a lot of cheese a year. Just 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of cheese.
Mm.
Every other Saturday I used to eat cheese in toast with Kristen. Do you? cheese toast? That's yummy.
Yeah, cheese toast, grilled cheese sandwiches. That's always good.
Yeah,
Mm.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I know Juice Bigelow from back when I was a games reviewer, and every other weekend we reviewed games and ate toast with cheese in huge amounts.
Nice. I love
It was
that.
really nice.
Oh, nice. And to have buddy to eat cheese with. I love that.
Mm.
Our next one is cheese was found in ancient Egyptian tomb over 3,000 years
Mm.
old.
Ooh, cheese in Egyptian tombs. Sure. Yes, I think. Why not? I don't. Oh, I don't associate Egypt with cheese, but yes, I think so. Wouldn't
You think
you
so?
expect? Yeah,
Yeah, because
if they
usually
had
they're
any access.
buried with stuff, right? Like they're buried with
Yeah.
but food is almost like I feel like if you're like higher up, you'll get buried with like your treasures or something, and as you're like maybe lower down in the totem pole, maybe
Mm.
you're buried with food. I was
Well,
told,
I don't
or
know,
something like that. Or do
but
you
maybe
think?
cheese was a treasure as well. I mean, it
Oh,
could be like
true.
a matter of trading cheese, and you get some very very delicious special cheese, and once you get buried, you want your perfect personal favorite cheese buried with you to bring to the afterlife. Sure.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Chat says true. Cheese was found in an ancient tomb over 3,000 years ago. The dev also says true, and the answer is true. So
Mm,
the age cheese was discovered in a tomb from 1300 BC.
mm,
Yeah. But you're right. I don't associate per se cheese and Egyptian people with cheese. So yeah.
mm.
All right. True or false here? The first pizza delivered to space was ordered by ISS, the International Space Station.
The first pizza delivered to space. I mean, they've brought up some interesting items to the space station. Would they bring up a pizza? I mean, it would get
Mm.
cold on the way there, I'm pretty sure.
Well, how would they? Wouldn't it have to be like frozen or not frozen, like freeze dried and
Yeah,
then
probably.
rehydrated or something?
Would you rehydrate a pizza? Yes, sure. I mean, yes, sure. I think somebody would have ordered a pizza and got it transported on a capsule at some point. I'm going for yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see what chat says. So, oh, we last second vote. I just saw that. I was like, it was gonna be split, but then last second somebody put their vote in and says that it was true. So chat says true. Dev also says true, and it is true. So a Russian cargo ship delivered it to astronauts in 2021. So recently.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hmm, that's fun.
Yeah. Here we go.
Hmm.
Maybe we do 2 more, maybe 3 more. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm good. I think it's fun.
Okay. All
Absolutely.
right. Let's do that. This one is not going to fit inside the poll, but I'm going to read it to y'all in the chat. True or false? The largest wheel of cheese ever made weighed more than a space shuttle.
Oh, the space shuttle is pretty heavy.
A space shuttle. Wait, so space
And,
shuttle versus a spaceship is what it combines the spaceship into it? Is that what they're
uh,
saying? Like a space shuttle?
no, well,
'Cause-
the space shuttle was this the space plane that NASA was using to deploy satellites and equipment and visit the International Space Station a bit as well. Uh,
Ah. Okay,
yeah.
okay, okay. Do you
Uh,
guys think the largest wheel of cheese ever made weighed more than the space shuttle? That is
I don't
huge.
think so. I don't think so.
That is
Uh,
huge. Last second vote. I just saw you. Y'all are all last second voting. I love it. Love to see it, y'all. Swaying, seeing where the audience is at first, huh? So
mhm,
the audience says true and the dev says false. So we're splitting
mhm.
this one, huh?
Yeah.
The answer is it's true.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you
So
make that large a cheese wheel? I mean, and why would you make a cheese wheel weighing several tons?
we'll have to ask Wisconsin.
Oh, it's a Wisconsin thing. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. You.
57,518 pound cheese was made once in
Wow.
Wisconsin.
Oh my God. And probably put on display or turned into the
Something.
largest portion of mac and cheese ever. Wow.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go here. A good one. All right, true or false? There's a type of cheese that is illegal in most countries.
Illegal in most countries. I mean, there are some dangerous cheeses out there.
Oh, right. Like you can like die from it or get really sick from it.
Yeah, there's something where there's a cheese which contains live something, some organisms that are dangerous to ingest, and they live in the crust of the cheese, so you have to cut it just right and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Uh, so there are, I
Weird
think it's
cheeses like
true.
that. Huh.
Yeah. Um,
So you would think that it's true because the fact that it's just not safe to eat.
yeah.
That certain people wouldn't want, or certain countries wouldn't want their people to eat it.
Yeah, I think so. It's having a dangerous cheese in your country, it wouldn't be good for anybody.
Hmm. So Deuce says that I saw a Danish show once where they ate cheese with maggots in it.
Mm.
Oh, so here we go. The results are in. Chat says 3. Or excuse me, 3. I saw the 3 votes. Excuse me. The chat says it's true. There are a type of
Mm.
cheese that is illegal in most country, and you said it was true as well.
Yeah.
And the answer is it's true. It is actually what Deuce Bigelow is saying. So there's one called
Oh.
Kasu Marzu is maggot cheese, and it's banned in most places. Yeah. Look at your
Yeah,
face.
I want to avoid the cheese with maggots.
This is like, did you just say maggot cheese? Yes, with maggots.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. All right. Here we go. This is our very last one here. I gotcha. Here we go. This is a
Mm-hmm.
fun one. True or false? Astronauts can't cry in space due to zero gravity.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I think I've seen recordings of astronauts crying, but it's really bothersome because the tears will just stick to your eyes, basically, so you get like watery lenses around your eyes. So I'm pretty sure they can cry, but it's not fun. I mean, any liquids escaping into the confinement of a space station or spacecraft is a problem.
Right, right. So you say that they can't cry.
I think they can cry.
Can cry. Okay.
So I say false.
The tears just pull up in front of their eyes is what Michael says. Yeah, yeah. I hear ya. I hear ya. Everybody
Mm.
says false. And the dev also says false. So I guess it is a little bit of a trick question. I have true here, but it is in a sense what you're saying. The tears just form into like sticky balls. So instead of like falling, like like actual crying. So that was a little bit of a trick question, but you guys, I think you guys got it right. Pretty much the same idea there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome. Awesome.
Mm.
Cool, cool. Well, we finish this segment of the trivia.
Mm.
Yay!
Woo.
Thank you for
Awesome.
playing. That was so much
Yeah.
fun.
Thanks for setting it up. That was really nice.
Of
That's
course, of
good.
course.
Good questions you found.
Yes, good, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. All right, so what we have next is we have our giveaway. So I am gonna look on our giveaway screen here. If you guys did not know, Bak had just recently generously gifted us, our community, Steam keys. So if you guys like to win a copy of Gravity Break, make sure to enter on the link. Anyone can enter. It's absolutely free. Make sure to, of course, with that, follow Gravity Break on Steam, wishlist it, and show the devs some love, y'all. I would
Yeah,
appreciate
please
it.
do.
Yeah. This is a great time. We currently have 15 people right now,
Mm.
and we're gonna pull 12 people right now and do them all.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. All right, I'm gonna write it down just in case. Here we go. Our look here. I'll give you guys like maybe another minute if you guys want to enter. Do click on the link since we just gave that little announcement right now. I'll give you some time. Perfect. So what else do you have for the future, for any updates? I know you mentioned a few updates. What are the plans for your first update, you think?
Yeah, well,
Or your next update, I should say.
well, after Next Fest, I want to still support and continue just fleshing out the demo, also putting in content that will make it to the early access and release of the game. And it's mostly going to be, I think, about putting in more variants, differences in the kinds of objects you discover. So I want to turn the belt around the Earth into like a space trash belt with satellites and maybe a fridge and large dishes and stuff like that floating around that you can crash into, and that will give you something else to both shoot with your laser and maybe have a chance to find some very special rare cheese in a fridge.
Ooh.
And but the larger update that I'm pushing for with the early access release coming later is expanding the play area beyond the Earth and Moon, starting with Mercury and Venus and Mars, to create this dynamic landscape, and also have more points of interest in the Lagrange points, which are regions of space where the gravity of the sun and the gravity of the planet balances out, so you have a stable area to find things in. And there's a lot of gameplay involved in even doing interplanetary gameplay at all. I've been building up towards having encounters make a big appearance in the game. So both being attacked by pirates, stumbling upon derelicts where you can find more resources, or even spaceships that you can maybe pick up in tow or trade with or something like that. And I want to make sure there's always some interesting choice to make while you're traveling between every point, and when you're exploring these new regions, that the content creates a very thick soup of fun interactions throughout. And another large part of what I'm going to be developing is both the colonization system and fleshing out the market mechanics as well. And this colonization mechanic, there's actually a very preliminary system in place right now. I am calculating the population of every planet behind the scenes, and you can activate a counter by opening the pause menu with the backspace key, just to self-reference, and then if you close the menu again, the pause menu, you will see a counter of the population. But it's very rough, so I'm not putting it front and center, but you can see how much population every planet has, and you can actually interact with that by ferrying like the astronauts between the planets as well. So I'm excited to build up a like a puzzle and a game mechanic of both expanding each colony based on the players' support of the colonies and expanding the economy on top of that, and also figuring out what the tipping points and balance points of a creating a sustainable population simulation throughout the solar system to just explore this idea of what's going to happen once we become a interplanetary species. How do we optimize the problem of colonizing the solar system? Um, and that's really the the long term goal of this game is to create a simulation where you can kind of look beyond all the bad stuff going on in the world. Just forget about what's actually going to go horribly wrong no matter what we do, and just focus on what's the good stuff that might come out of wherever we're going, and how do we solve the bigger problems we face as a society.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Wow. That's I'm excited. I'm excited.
me too. Me too.
Yeah. When it releases, y'all can have a chance to purchase it. When is the game possibly be releasing? And how much
Yeah.
would the price point be approximately too as well?
Yeah. Well, I would like to go early access with like the first extra colony at Mercury in April, but I'm kind of reluctant to set a date. But if everything goes smoothly, maybe April. And for an early access release, at least, I'd say a price point of about $15 is where I'm going. Um, and then beyond that, I hope I probably don't need more than a year to do a full 1.0 release.
Nice.
Um, So that's kind of the plan. I want to invite people to follow along on the development journey and give me feedback and help me figure out what's both, of course, all the bugs that I keep on needing to fix, but also helping me direct the play area and the design of the game in general. So it would be really valuable if people if people join my Discord and of course wishlist and follow along and follow all the social media as we keep focusing on.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
and once I get the early access stuff out the door, I'm really looking forward to seeing where this adventure can take us.
Perfect. Yeah. I guess before we wrap up here, I got last maybe a question or two for you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Um what advice would you give to future indie devs that want to break into the industry?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, this is my first game doing as an indie. And I don't know if I've broken into the industry yet, so I don't know if I'm the right person to give advice. But I mean, it feels like what's most important is persistence and just believing in yourself, believing in your vision, and making sure you actually go out and show your game to people. It was it was anxiety inducing to start showing my early prototypes to people, but it gave me a lot of insight into my own blind spots and helped me figure out the direction that the game kind of made sense to go in. It's very easy to get caught up in your own systems and your own idea of what it should become, and I still think I'm struggling with that in a lot of ways.
Mm.
Um, so that feedback mechanism is really important, and if you want to get through all that, because it's tough to figure out that what you thought would work doesn't actually work, you really need to have like a core belief in what you're doing, uh, and that depends on allowing yourself to broaden the scope of your dreams of what it can become, and seeing something bigger even in the small, simple interactions you're playing with at any given point. But make sure you look at the actual work in front of you and get some feedback from other people. That's the best way forward. To
Right.
my experience, at least.
Right. That makes sense. Feedback is very important. And I'm sure even getting feedbacks from your peers, like from other game developers, is definitely gold for
Yeah.
you. Mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I got into this network in Aarhus last year or 2 years ago, where I got a lot of sparring and help from a huge, awesome network. It's called Ideas Lab in in the city of Aarhus, and that's been extremely valuable. Yeah, opening up and listening to people is so important. Sharing what you do.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I agree. All right, Kristian. Any final thoughts or any shout outs? I want to give you a little space for you to do some shout outs or anything that you want to say, your last.
Yeah, well, I want to say thanks to Daniel Clifton for the work on the audio. He's been really amazing, just mixing and implementing a lot of the stuff. I mean, it's been kind of a solo journey building this game so far, and I don't know what the boundaries of being a solo dev actually is, because you always get some help, or you hire somebody to help you with the stuff that's too difficult for you.
Would you
But
consider
having
yourself a solo dev then?
that's it doesn't really feel like I'm solo deving anymore. Not since Daniel started implementing and expanding just the feel of the game, and what he's done is just such a huge part of the experience. I mean, the audio is just amazing. So huge shout out to Daniel Clifton. Doesn't make me feel like a solo dev anymore, even though I know the solo dev is kind of like a something people strive to be and keep everything close to themselves. It's actually more fun to work with other people as well.
Yeah.
But also Natasha Luasobiak has done some amazing work on this characterization of these beings I've put in the game, and helped us figure out how the speak should get formed. There's more work to be done, absolutely, but it's really great to be able to share that. And Alex Danino did the character art for the character selection screen. And I think they've done a great job on getting a nice clean look, and expressing some of the ideas I've had about where you set off on this journey in space from. Yeah, Lars Johansen, Kim Svensson, other people who've helped me. Tony Tingor, who did the rockets and planet models years ago for me. That really set a goal for me as well. Just pushing the look and the experience further than I thought would make sense. Yeah, and of
That's
course,
awesome.
friends, family, and my girlfriend for supporting and being interested in all the times I want to talk to it about it. And Medrea, also you just giving me an opportunity to talk about my game for several hours. That's super valuable. It's
It's been
super nice
fun.
and super fun. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been, I've been enjoying our time to be able to talk about your passion about all this. I
Yeah.
really tell,
That's good.
yeah, how much work and how passionate you are about this. So thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for
definitely.
sharing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for
Mm,
joining us, joining the chat.
thank you.
Yeah.
Mm,
I really appreciate it. So yeah. Um
mm.
yeah, I guess I will talk to you soon.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
yeah.
I'll get back to bug fixing. There's a few things I need to to look
I
at
hear
after.
you. I hear you.
always
I
is.
hear you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, don't say sorry. Thank you so much for discovering these bugs, or helping me uncover some of the roots of it.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you have a good day or rest of your afternoon.
Yeah. Thank you, and you too.
Thank
And
you.
thanks everybody for watching along and putting eyes on my game. It
Yes.
really means a lot.
Yes.
And please join the Discord. Please follow.
Yes.
Please
Follow
wishlist and
all
all
of
that.
it.
And
Yes.
please play the game during the next fest. If I think the more people play the game during the next fest, the better chances of more people playing it in general. All those algorithmic stuff.
Visibility. Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Until next time, I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing. Sorry.
Yes. Yes.
And with this next fest launch, I've put up a demo store page, which will allow people to actually do reviews, which is super valuable. Just a perfect way for me to get feedback. So if you play the game, please go in the Steam store, do a quick review of the demo, tell me what you think, give a thumbs up and all that. All feedback is valuable, and it would be really nice to hear what you think.
All right. Yes, please, everybody, do that.
Yes.
Give reviews. All right.
Right.
Cheers. 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 Until next time.
Until next time.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.